Someone asked me once if I remembered how it all went down, as if it happened so long ago that anyone could forget. So yeah, I remember.
At the Sony PlayStation conference for E3 2016, there was a moment we all felt chased. We felt the tension, we were freaking out, and that moment was Days Gone gameplay presentation. Is that what you wanted us to feel, right?
Oh yes, our hearts are beating even when we're playing the demo. It's a very, very emotional, very visceral.
Mm-hmm. So there's a crowd technology behind the swarm and the horde. I don't know how you call this.
The horde, yes, the horde.
How does that work exactly?
We've basically dug deep into the power of the PlayStation 4 and the Unreal Engine and done a lot of customized work, and we're really pushing the boundaries of how many NPCs we can get on screen at once. And
how many?
I can't give you a number, but it's a lot.
They have their own strategy, they have their own AI, they want to chase you through different paths, right?
That's correct. The horde works almost as a hive mind thing. You know, they're all focused on food and destruction, and they're coming after you. So.
And then when you're trying to run away, I've seen that sometimes you can, turn around and try to shoot them. Is that something you can script, or is always manually? You just.
We try to put things into the environment to help you escape. So you may have noticed him throwing over barricades in the way and knocking things in their path, and so it's not really scripted though. The player can take any route he wants, and the results will vary depending on what choices the player makes, what weapons he uses, which route he takes. This was a very intense part of the game, so it was probably more toward the end of the game where you have the abilities and the items you need to try to take on the horde like that. Early on in the game, you just turn and run and hope to God you can get away.
Now that you mentioned that, there's of course some crafting to the whole gameplay system, and that's crucial, that you get the needed resources and then you craft your own weapons and items and stuff?
Yes, Deacon can find lots of different things in the world to help him on his way. You saw in the demo that he was able to take an oil filter and craft that into a suppressor for his pistol. He later in the extended demo, he utilizes a bomb that he made from an old airbag to knock some logs over into the path of the horde. So there's lots of elements like that where you'll be enhancing your own weapons, creating makeshift weapons, health, all kinds of things.
And then there is the bike, which of course is another crucial element of the game, right?
Yes, the bike is really your key to survival in the world. It not only gets you different places, but it acts as a mobile inventory, so you can choose which things to take on your journey through the world, and resupply your ammo after a big fight.
But of course, you also have to keep it with some gas and to take care of it.
Yeah, we'll be releasing more details about some of the cool things you can do with the bike in the coming months, but it's very exciting.
What about the game world itself? It's of course an open world game. How are you, presenting the several missions or objectives or the bounties you're seeking for?
There's a core storyline to the game, which we're very proud of. Very good quality. We have some excellent actors and actresses. We were very inspired by the high desert Northwest environment in which we live in Bend. I don't think a lot of people realize how much of Oregon is really a desert. It's very harsh wilderness. It's formed by volcanic activity millions of years ago, and you can go from a lush green meadow to a harsh, rugged, barren landscape to mountains to snow, everything in a very short distance. So we really like the kind of variety that gives our environment.
How are you attaching the storytelling to the open world environment?
There are core missions that drive forward the storyline, but there's lots and lots to do in the world, lots of areas to explore, lots of different freaker types, which we'll introduce later on. as well as all the humans that have survived. And some of the most deadly enemies out there are in fact the other humans. So
You're aiming for a launch in
we're not talking about launch dates right now.
any PSVR feature you're considering?
Not right now.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Come on! Come on!